If you're over 70 and you feel your strength slipping, your arms getting thinner, or your legs feeling weaker, today's message has the power to change your entire health journey. People will tell you that you need expensive protein powders, fancy supplements, or complicated diets just to hold onto your muscle. But the truth is far simpler and far cheaper. There is one food costing barely $1 that builds muscle faster than protein powders for older adults, not because it has more protein, but because your body can actually use it. See, after age 70, your digestive system doesn't break down heavy, processed protein shakes the way it did in your 20s or 30s. Powders move quickly through your gut, but your muscles absorb only a fraction of what you paid for. That's why so many seniors drink shakes daily and still lose muscle. But this one food, eggs, works differently. Eggs give your body the perfect balance of complete protein, essential amino acids, healthy fats, and muscle-building nutrients like choline and vitamin D. The best part, your body actually absorbs and uses the protein from eggs far better than it does from a powder. And here's something most people don't know after 70. You need protein that digests slowly and steadily. Eggs do exactly that. They don't spike your system. They don't overwhelm your kidneys. They fuel muscle repair throughout the day, keeping your strength stable, your energy higher, and your recovery faster. Even 2 eggs a day can start rebuilding the muscle that aging tries to take away. I've seen countless people over 70 regain balance, walk longer, climb stairs easier, and reduce fall risks simply by adding eggs consistently. Pair them with simple movement, like 10 minutes of slow squats, wall push-ups, or resistance bands, and your results multiply. This isn't fancy science. It's basic biology. Your muscles respond to what they can use, not what you spend money on. And the truth is, powders may add protein, but eggs add nutrition. Powders build calories, eggs build strength. Powders get expensive, eggs stay affordable. Powders may pass through your system, eggs stay in your system, feeding your muscles hour by hour. So if you want real muscle growth after 70, don't complicate your diet. Don't overpay for supplements. Don't chase trends. Go back to the basics. Start with the one food that your muscles actually respond to. Start with the food your body recognizes, absorbs, and uses. Start with consistency, not perfection. This isn't just about looking stronger. It's about living longer, moving confidently, staying independent, and giving your body the support it deserves at this stage of life. Strength isn't lost with age, it's lost with neglect. And it can be rebuilt with something as simple, powerful, and affordable as eggs. As we move past the age of 70, one of the most noticeable and frustrating changes that begins to show up in the body is muscle loss. You may feel it when you try to stand up from a chair and it takes a little more effort than before. You may feel it when climbing stairs becomes slower, or when carrying groceries suddenly feels heavier. This isn't just getting older. What's happening inside your body is a scientifically known process called sarcopenia, which means the natural, gradual decline of muscle mass that begins to accelerate with advanced age. And while this process starts around your 40s, it becomes dramatically faster after 70. The muscles you once built easily now shrink more quickly, and rebuilding them becomes harder. But absolutely not impossible. The real cause behind this rapid muscle loss isn't just age itself, it's the decrease in muscle protein synthesis, which is your body's ability to repair, rebuild, and maintain muscle tissue. Think of it as your body's internal construction team working slower, taking longer breaks, and completing repairs at half speed. When this happens, even small lapses in nutrition or activity start taking a bigger toll on your strength. That is why someone over 70 can lose noticeable muscle in just a few months of poor diet or inactivity. The body simply cannot rebuild at the pace it once did. Another hidden factor is hormonal change. Important hormones that support strength, such as growth hormone and testosterone, naturally decline. These hormones were once responsible for making it easy to build muscle after a workout or after eating protein. But now their levels drop, which means your body needs better quality nutrients, more consistency, and more support to maintain the same level of muscle. This doesn't mean you need medication or artificial boosters. It means you must choose foods and habits that work with your biology instead of against it. Slower digestion also plays a role. As we age, our stomach produces less acid and our intestines absorb nutrients more slowly. This means that the same protein shake that worked for someone at age 30 no longer provides the same benefits at age 70. Powders pass quickly through the system and don't offer the body enough time to break them down fully. That results in undigested protein that simply moves through your digestive tract without feeding your muscles the way you intended. Finally, there is the factor of recovery time. After 70, your body takes longer to repair tissues, especially after activity. If the muscles don't get enough daily nutrition, they not only fail to grow but continue shrinking. This is why older adults often see their legs weaken first, because the legs carry the most weight and require the most repair. But the important message is this: muscle loss after 70 is not a life sentence. It is a condition you can slow down, control, and even reverse when you give your body the nutrients it needs in the form it can actually use. When people hear the phrase, one food that builds muscle faster than protein powders, they often assume it's a marketing trick or an exaggeration. But the reality is far more interesting and far more grounded in science. The food in question is simple, familiar, affordable, and widely available: the humble egg. Most people overlook it because it's ordinary, not flashy, not advertised with big labels or promises. It contains some of the most powerful muscle-building nutrients that older adults desperately need, especially after age 70, when digestion slows, appetite decreases, and the body becomes more selective about what it can absorb. Unlike protein powders, which are processed, stripped, and artificially enhanced, eggs offer complete nutrition in a form the body naturally recognizes and efficiently uses. What makes eggs so effective for seniors is their unique protein structure. The protein in eggs contains all 9 essential amino acids in perfect balance, meaning your muscles don't have to struggle to find what they need for repair and growth. Powders may contain large amounts of protein, but the body cannot always break them down properly, especially in older adults with reduced stomach acid. Eggs, on the other hand, are biologically designed to be absorbed. Your digestive system doesn't have to work hard to extract nutrients from them. The proteins unfold easily, the amino acids become available quickly, and the nutrients enter your bloodstream in a steady, manageable flow that older muscles respond to extremely well. But it's not just protein that makes eggs a superior muscle-building food. They contain natural vitamin D, which improves muscle strength, recovery, and balance, 3 key areas that decline after age 70. They contain choline, a nutrient that supports nerve function, making your muscles more responsive and your movements more stable. They contain healthy fats that help regulate hormones and keep energy levels steady throughout the day. And unlike powders, eggs do not cause bloating, digestive discomfort, or sudden spikes and crashes in blood sugar. They deliver slow, sustained nourishment that helps older adults maintain strength throughout the entire day. Another reason eggs outperform powders is satiety. Many seniors struggle with low appetite, which leads to skipping meals or not getting enough daily protein for muscle repair. A protein shake may feel heavy, artificial, or too sweet, causing people to avoid them. Eggs, however, are easy to eat, easy to season, easy to prepare in endless ways, and satisfying without being overwhelming. This makes it far more likely for someone over 70 to eat them consistently, something far more important than the total amount of protein consumed at one time. And perhaps the most overlooked benefit is affordability. For less than $1, 2 eggs provide nearly the same usable protein as many expensive protein powders. But they also give you vitamins, minerals, healthy fats, and essential amino acids that powders simply cannot compete with. They nourish your muscles, bones, and nerves simultaneously. For older adults, this harmony of nutrients makes a dramatic difference, not just in muscle growth, but in strength, mobility, confidence, and independence. When comparing a simple natural food like eggs to heavily marketed protein powders, most people assume powders must be better because of the high protein numbers printed on their labels. But numbers don't tell the full story, especially for someone over the age of 70. What truly matters is not how much protein a food contains, but how much of it your body can absorb, digest, and use to rebuild muscle tissue. This is where eggs outperform protein powders by a huge margin. For older adults with weaker digestion, slower metabolism, and increased nutritional needs, the body handles whole foods very differently from processed supplements. The proteins in powders may be abundant, but they are often delivered too quickly, too heavily, and with too much processing for an older digestive system to manage efficiently. One of the biggest challenges after age 70 is that stomach acid naturally decreases. With lower stomach acid, the body struggles to break down large protein molecules found in powders. Instead of being fully digested, some of the protein passes through the digestive system unused, providing little benefit to your muscles. Eggs, on the other hand, contain proteins that unravel easily during digestion, even with reduced stomach acid. Their structure is simple, natural, and biologically designed to be broken down efficiently. This means the amino acids they contain, the building blocks of muscle, are absorbed far more completely and used far more effectively in muscle repair and growth. Another major advantage eggs have over powders is nutrient synergy. Protein powders are almost entirely protein, sometimes with added artificial vitamins or flavorings. They lack the natural fats, minerals, and vitamins that the body needs to actually activate muscle growth. Eggs contain healthy fats that slow digestion in a beneficial way, allowing amino acids to be released into the bloodstream gradually, which is ideal for older adults who require steady, controlled nutrient delivery. They also contain vitamin D, B vitamins, antioxidants, and minerals like selenium, all of which play a role in muscle function, recovery, nerve signaling, and hormone regulation. Protein powders simply cannot replicate this natural harmony. Digestive comfort is another major reason eggs outperform powders for seniors. Many older adults experience bloating, gas, stomach heaviness, or discomfort after drinking protein shakes, especially whey-based ones. These side effects discourage regular use, and inconsistency kills progress. Eggs rarely cause digestive distress because they are gentle on the stomach and easy for the body to process. This means older adults are far more likely to eat them daily, and consistency is the true key to maintaining and rebuilding muscle. Finally, eggs support muscle growth in ways powders cannot because they help with hormone and cellular balance. The cholesterol in eggs supports healthy testosterone levels, important for both men and women, and helps maintain cell membrane strength. The choline in eggs supports nerve-muscle communication, improving balance, coordination, and reaction time. Protein powders might offer protein, but eggs offer strength, stability, and functionality. That difference is exactly why this simple wonder food builds muscle faster, more naturally, and more effectively than any protein powder for people over 70. When someone over the age of 70 begins adding the right kind of muscle-building nutrition, like eggs, into their daily routine, the benefits go far beyond just looking stronger. What truly begins to change is how the body moves, how balanced it feels, and how much energy is available throughout the day. Many older adults don't realize how closely muscle strength is connected to everyday independence. Simple things like getting out of bed, stepping into the shower, lifting the foot high enough to avoid a small step, or preventing a fall all require a foundation of strong, nourished muscles. When those muscles receive steady, high-quality nutrients, the body responds almost immediately with better strength, coordination, and endurance. One of the first improvements people often notice is enhanced stability. After 70, balance becomes a challenge because the muscles that support the spine, hips, and legs begin to weaken. But when the body consistently receives amino acids, vitamin D, and healthy fats from eggs, the nerve-muscle connection becomes more efficient. Muscles fire more quickly when needed, reaction time improves, the body becomes more aware of its position in space. This reduces near falls, stumbles, and the little moments where the legs feel unsteady. Stronger muscles create a stronger base, and a stronger base supports confidence with every step taken. More strength is another immediate change. Many seniors describe a sensation of being lighter or moving more freely once their muscles finally begin receiving the right fuel. Climbing stairs becomes less tiring because the quadriceps and glutes, the big muscles of the lower body, start rebuilding. Standing up from a chair no longer requires pulling on armrests because the legs have more power. Even holding a cup, lifting a light bag, or opening a jar feels easier because the arm muscles no longer fatigue as quickly. This isn't because the person suddenly became younger. It's because the muscles finally have what they need to repair themselves after years of being undernourished. Energy is another major benefit that people underestimate. Many older adults assume low energy is simply part of aging, but in reality, it's often a direct symptom of weak muscles and low quality protein intake. When the muscles are under-repaired, the entire body has to work harder to perform basic tasks. This drains energy constantly. But the nutrients in eggs support steady blood sugar, stable hormone levels, and improved nutrient absorption, which together create a refreshing sense of vitality. Morning walks become easier. Afternoon fatigue decreases. Daily chores become manageable again. The body no longer feels like it is dragging. Instead, it begins to move with purpose and strength. Finally, consistent muscle nourishment directly improves mobility, the ability to move without pain, stiffness, or struggle. Muscles cushion the joints, support posture, reduce pressure on the knees and back, and make movements smoother. When muscles grow stronger, joints feel lighter. Steps become easier and more natural. Regular activities no longer feel like chores, but simply part of a healthy, functioning body. For someone over 70, this combination of strength, balance, mobility, and energy can transform not only their health, but their entire quality of life. Using this simple, wondered food effectively is not just about eating it. It's about understanding how to time it, combine it, and repeat it consistently so that your muscles receive a steady supply of the nutrients they need to repair and grow. For someone over the age of 70, the goal isn't to overload the body with massive amounts of protein in one meal, because the body cannot use it efficiently. Instead, the key is to spread high-quality protein throughout the day in small, manageable portions. This helps replenish amino acids, prevent muscle breakdown, and support continuous recovery. Eggs work beautifully in this routine because they are gentle on digestion, versatile in cooking, and easy to prepare even if someone has limited energy or mobility. One of the best ways to use eggs for maximum muscle gain is to include them in the morning. After fasting overnight, the muscles are in a state of repair but have no fresh nutrients available. Eating 1 or 2 eggs within the first 2 hours of waking provides a steady stream of amino acids that stimulates muscle protein synthesis, the process responsible for building and maintaining muscle. This doesn't just fuel the muscles, it also helps stabilize energy, improve focus, and set the tone for the rest of the day. Simple preparations like boiled eggs, scrambled eggs, or an omelette with vegetables can deliver everything your muscles need without heavy effort. Midday is another important opportunity. Many older adults tend to eat lighter lunches or skip meals altogether, which causes muscle breakdown to speed up. Adding just 1 egg to a lunchtime meal, whether sliced over a salad, mixed into soup, or eaten on the side, keeps the muscle building signals active and prevents long gaps without protein. It also prevents afternoon weakness, which is common in people with low muscle mass. This small addition offers vitamin D, choline, and healthy fats that sustain strength and mental alertness. Evening intake matters too. After 70, the body recovers more slowly overnight. That means the muscles need a gentle supply of nutrients before sleep to stay nourished. Eating 1 egg at dinner or as a light evening snack helps muscles repair during the night, reducing stiffness and weakness the next morning. It's a simple way to ensure consistent nutritional support during the body's natural healing hours. Combining eggs with light movement is another powerful technique. Muscles grow in response to both nutrition and stimulation. You don't need intense workouts, just 10 minutes of simple exercises like wall push-ups, seated leg lifts, chair squats, or resistance band pulls can greatly enhance the effects of egg-based nutrition. When you pair this light activity with a steady intake of complete protein, your body responds by strengthening the areas you use most, such as the legs, hips, core, and arms. Finally, hydration and variety play a role. Drinking enough water helps your muscles absorb nutrients more effectively, and adding vegetables like spinach, tomatoes, or onions to egg dishes increases fiber and micronutrients that support digestion and joint health. The key is not perfection but consistency, daily, balanced, steady nourishment that your body can actually use. Over time, this routine becomes a powerful foundation for rebuilding strength, preventing muscle loss, and maintaining independence well into your 70s and beyond. When it comes to building muscle after the age of 70, most people focus only on what to eat, but equally important are the mistakes that quietly block progress. These mistakes are common, subtle, and often overlooked, yet they can completely stall muscle growth no matter how much protein you consume. Understanding these barriers is essential because even the best foods cannot overcome habits that weaken muscle repair. The first major mistake older adults make is relying too heavily on protein powders, assuming more protein automatically equals more muscle. But the aging body cannot process large quantities of fast digesting protein at once. When powders hit the system, they digest too quickly, overwhelm the gut, and leave behind unused amino acids. This leads to bloating, discomfort, and in some cases even malabsorption. Meanwhile, the muscles stay undernourished because the body was never able to fully use what was consumed. Another common mistake is eating too much protein in one meal and not enough throughout the day. After 70, the body needs a slow, steady supply of protein, not large bursts separated by long gaps without nutrition. Many seniors skip breakfast, eat a modest lunch, and then have one heavy dinner. This pattern accelerates muscle loss because the body spends most of the day in a catabolic state, breaking down muscle tissue for energy. Without regular feeding, the muscles never receive consistent amino acids to maintain strength. This is why spreading out protein sources like eggs at breakfast, lunch, and evening meals becomes so important. Low activity is another major obstacle. Some older adults believe that eating protein alone will build muscle, but nutrition can only support muscle that is being used. Without light movement, such as walking, stretching, chair exercises, or resistance band training, the body has no reason to rebuild or strengthen muscle fibers. Even 10 minutes of daily movement can dramatically increase the effectiveness of protein intake. The opposite is also true. Complete inactivity accelerates muscle loss, even if someone is eating well. Dehydration also plays a surprisingly large role in blocking muscle growth. Many adults over 70 drink far less water than their body needs, often without realizing it. When the body is dehydrated, digestion slows down, nutrient absorption decreases, and muscles receive less oxygen and fewer amino acids. This makes recovery harder, movement stiffer, and overall strength more difficult to rebuild. Proper hydration allows the muscles to use the protein you consume, repair more effectively, and maintain elasticity. Another mistake is relying on processed foods or imbalanced meals that lack essential micronutrients. Muscles need more than just protein. They need vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats to activate growth and repair. Diets low in vitamin D, B vitamins, and healthy fats weaken the muscle building process. Eggs naturally provide all of these, but when meals are built around low nutrient foods, muscle growth becomes slow and inefficient. Lastly, inconsistency is one of the biggest barriers of all. Muscle does not grow from occasional good choices. It grows from daily habits that nourish and support the body. Skipping meals, fluctuating routines, or abandoning movement for days at a time all contribute to weakness. But when someone over 70 commits to consistent, steady nutrition paired with gentle daily activity, the results are powerful and visible. This combination eliminates the most common mistakes and becomes the key to rebuilding strength, energy, and independence. If there's one message to walk away with today, it's that strength does not disappear because of age. It disappears because the body stops receiving what it needs. And the good news is, rebuilding that strength is far simpler than most people think. It doesn't require expensive powders, fancy supplements, or complicated routines. It requires consistency, nourishment, and small daily habits that feed your muscles in a way your body can actually use. This is why that humble one food becomes such a game changer. It gives your muscles the fuel they recognize, the amino acids they absorb, and the nutrients they rely on to keep you moving, balanced, and independent. No matter your age, your muscles are still listening. They still respond to what you feed them. They still repair when you support them. They still grow when you use them, even gently, even slowly, even one day at a time. You are not too old to get stronger. You are not too old to feel steady on your feet. You are not too old to reclaim the energy, confidence, and mobility that aging tried to take away. Your body is waiting for you to give it a chance, and every small decision you make can shift the direction of your health. So as you move forward, choose nourishment that truly works with your biology. Choose simple foods that your body can break down and benefit from. Choose routines that honor your age instead of fighting against it. And most importantly, choose yourself, your strength, your independence, your quality of life, because every step you take, every bite of real nutrition, every moment you invest in your well-being becomes a message to your body. I am still here, and I am still fighting for my strength. Let today be the start of that fight. A stronger you is not only possible, it's already waiting inside you. Together with the right habits, the right fuel, and the right mindset, you can rebuild the power that lets you move freely, live confidently, and enjoy every moment with the strength you deserve.